Java Talent Presents. I'm your host Vinod, and today we are diving into one of the most powerful tools in Excel, which is called Powerquery. Yeah, if you are tired of cleaning messy data manually, this tutorial is for you. Again, we are starting from a beginner scale. If in case you are not aware how to open a Excel, we are starting from that scale. Okay. In just couple of minutes, you will learn how to remove duplicate, fix formatting issues, split of the columns, and much more, all using a Power Query. Okay. So without further ado, so let's get started. Cool. Since we are leveraging a TXT or maybe CSV file, import a file, what we have to do, we have to simply click on this data ribbon tab and then we have to follow a step. Before we begin, let me just show you how to open a Excel. So this is in a beginner level Excel training we are covering, right? Start button on your desktop and simply click on this Excel. As soon as you click on Excel software, you will get a pop-up like this. Okay. And simply click on this option. As soon as you click on this blank workbook, you will get a pop-up like this. This is your worksheet where you type your content in the cells, right? This is your columns. This is your rows, right? Where you see the reference. If in case, suppose I want to give any reference to the particular person, I will say E5 is a reference, right? This is the normal name box. You can see it. These are the sheets. You can insert many of the sheets in one go. Okay, when you click on this plus button, this is zoom in, zoom out option where you can zoom in and zoom out your text accordingly. And at the top, you can see these are the ribbons, right? Data, review, view, developer, help, so on and so forth. So these are the ribbons. Now, since our ask over here is to insert a TXT file or maybe CSV file in Excel, okay, to do that, simply click here, data from TXT, and then just import a data. Okay, I'll just select that file and you can see the preview over here. In the preview itself, you can see some duplicate entries to be shown over here, right? 101 here, and again it's at the top 101. Now name, there are some spaces available here and there, right? And then email ID, some email IDs are missing, phone numbers are missing. Join date, you can see the dates column like this, and the amount spent, okay, and so on and so forth. So this is the data set what we have, and we are going to clean this data with the help of this particular tutorial. So simply click on this transform data. As soon as you click on transform, you will redirect to a Power Query, and this is the Power Query navigation, folks. Okay. Now you can see left hand side, these are the queries has been mentioned. Here we have a preview available, and how many data we have? We have 11 rows being shown over here. Column proofing based on the top 1000 rows. So basically, when you have a bigger data set, that time it's only showed as a top rows available over here. Cool. Now, right hand side, you can see the query setting and the properties. These are the recorded steps. If I click on this source file, I will get a data file as is, which means the settings, suppose the phone number is my header, this will not automatically fetched as a header. Okay. When I select this option, you can see this phone number and appropriate format has been changed. Again, Microsoft Excel itself. We are not doing anything else over here. Okay, this is an auto fetched. Now, what we are going to do over here? Now, since there is a duplicate entry over here, which I can see it 101 and 101, right? Like this. I want to remove this duplicate entry. Simply click here. I'll just double click first this. Okay. I'll keep this as a visible. Okay, so you can see that option. And then to remove a duplicate, simply click on the customer ID first, and then home ribbon tab. There is an option called remove duplicates here. Click here, remove duplicates. You can see we have removed a duplicate, and this step has been recorded over here at the right hand side. Great. Now notice how many name have extra spaces in Power Query. Okay. Usually what we do in Excel, we use a is equal to trim function. Okay. And to remove a extra spaces. Here we don't need to use any kind of a formula. Instead, there is a function available at the top, right? We'll simply use that. So how to use that? Simply select this full name, and then in transform ribbon tab, there is an option called format, right? Correct? And then as soon as you click on this option format, simply click on this trim. You can see we have reduced a space over here. Likewise, if I scroll down ahead, I can see here as well. I'll simply click here again and trim. Okay, it's been arranged automatically. Great. Now we have arranged what we have did. We have removed a duplicate. We have arranged a trim space, right? Now what we have to do over here is sometimes users don't fill that data, right? And that's the reason surveys, we don't get a proper analysis from that particular picture. When I do it so, okay, like this, I don't need this blank and do it like this, I can miss a two entries more. Okay, you can see it over here, right? So instead of doing this blank thing, just select all. Okay, you have only two entries are missing. Okay, here. So instead of filling any other details, what we can do over here, since it's a missing data is a common issue, let's fill empty email values with unknown. To do that, what we have to do, select a column where you want to fill that data. Okay, I'll just select this and then replace values, and here I will say unknown. Great. And then simply click on this OK button. You can see we have filled that gap. Now we have this entire detail available in this column, even for the second column. Now you can see it on the third column as well, right? We have this data available filled. Since we are talking about a phone number, since I need the details over here as well, likewise, I'll do it for this particular part as well, replace value, and I'll say unknown or null, you can say. That's completely your call. Okay, I'll say unknown once again, and this has been filled. Now in this particular part, type and then simply click on this date. Okay, it's easy to do it. However, sometimes we get this error. Okay, to tackle this situation, simply what we have to do, click here first. First, convert this entire thing into a text. Ensure that you are converting this in a text, and then right click on this add column with example. Once you do that, what you have to do, just double click over here and select a join date. Cool. Once you done with this, press Control Shift. Right? You have added a Control Shift over here. Now what we need a month ahead, right? And then this particular format. So this is the step we have to do it once in a manual time. Okay, and when we have this reporting available every month, right? That time we can simply do dumping data activity. Okay, since I'm selecting a date over here, dash 20 dash 2023. Again, I'll do a control enter. Here I will say 05 dash 04 2023. Make sure that you are pressing a control enter every time. Okay, folks. Control X. I'll do just randomly. I'm putting these entries right now as in a demo purpose, folks. Okay. Control X dash 23. This. Great. So far we are done with this, and I will say 08 dash 30 dash 203. Okay, and then 09 dash 112 dash 2023. Great, and almost done. 05 dash 10 dash 2023. Great. Now since we are done with this dates, and it's time to change a column name over here, I'll just double click on the top and I'll change the date and hit OK. Let me just check if we are good with this. Considering this type is perfect. Now what I'm gonna do over here is I'll just simply delete this. I don't really require, so I'll just remove this. I don't want that, and I'm simply selecting this and dragging over here. Great. Now date has been changed here, and I'll just double check if it is correct. Otherwise, I'll change it as per my requirement. For now, I'll keep this as is. Okay. Now let's move ahead. Do a calculation or maybe add a any formula driven calculation with the help of Power Query and Excel, okay, we have to always ensure we are removing this dollar sign or maybe rupee sign if in case any, right? To do that, simply click here, transform, and then replace value. I will just say this dollar and I'll hit OK. So it's been automatically removed. Okay. And I'll simply click here, click on this decimal number. Now these values are in decimal for me. Perfect. So now we have cleaned this particular data part. Now it's time to load this data in a Excel workbook. Simply click here and close and load option. Boom. You can see we have imported a particular 10 rows loaded in a Excel. And this is the connection which we can see it on the left hand side. Right? What type of data we have refreshed, and we can check the last refreshed data with the help of source file. So what is the source file? So source file is this, right? It's refreshing, it's loading, and last refresh is so and so time. And if in case you still see this particular option, right, 4021, right, I'll just click here once again, short date. Boom. I have arranged that date particularly over here. And that's it. In just a couple of minutes, we have cleaned up a messy data set using a Power Query. We have removed duplicates, fixed missing data, formatted dates, and cleaned a currency values. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure you like and subscribe. If in case you have any query, feel free to drop in below comment section. We are happy to address those. And once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.